With the 75th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Russell Wilson, quarterback, Wisconsin.
Russell Wilson. His height will be his biggest inhibitor at the next level.
Russell Wilson, to me, is negligible. You put him on the bench, what's he going to do? Fine, great.
If he were just a little taller, and I know, John, you get aggravated when I say it, and you say, boy, he is what he is. He's 5'10 and a half. We'll push it to 5'11. I say he's a test case.
I saw Russell Wilson struggle much of the night. I saw Russell Wilson have a grand total QBR of 41 last night, scale of 0 to 100.
I actually don't think Russell Wilson makes sense when you spend a lot of money on Matt Flynn to be your quarterback.
Russell Wilson's excellent, but really he's kind of a poor man's Aaron Rodgers in a lot of ways. Whatever Russell Wilson can do, Rodgers can do better.
You see, Skip, I look at Russ, and Russ has really never been given the credit that he deserves. It was always the Legion of Boom.
The NFL Network had a top 100 list of top 100 players. Russell Wilson ranked below Dak Prescott and Matt Ryan as a quarterback, and Derek Carr. Are you out of your mind?
Ain't nothing told about that boy, Russell Wilson. That's a bad dude.
It really is, and they went from a defense to an offensive team and said, hey, Russell, take over now. And he's done that ever since he's taken over, and it wasn't easy to play on a defensive team as a quarterback like that. So I do think he's a little bit underappreciated by the masses, yes.
Russell Wilson, 6 years of work now, compares favorably to one of the greatest players in the history of the NFL. His name is Steve Young. I'll put the stat in.
I got to break this to you. These quarterbacks are getting taller and taller and taller. They're saying, the critics, you're only 5'11". What do you say to all this? These critics out there that are saying you got to be taller to play in the NFL.
We're not used to seeing 5'11 and a half quarterbacks who run like Russell Wilson or Steve Young.
I think Russell Wilson is that great. I think that he's a Super Bowl champion. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. I think his ability to extend plays, to take the punishment that he's taken, to avoid the punishment as adroitly as he has throughout the years, to be a leader, to be somebody that was maligned because that was once the franchise that belonged to the Legion of Boom.
Russell Wilson is closer to a traditional quarterback as there is. The mold is Brady, the mold is Manning. Russell Wilson is that type of guy with a lot of athleticism, Aaron Rodgers-esque.
Russ and his great improvisational skills bailed them out again. He's most dangerous once he gets off script.
Russell Wilson can take this team as far as he wants to take them, and you know where he wants to take them is to another Super Bowl. This dude he has 4 fourth-quarter comebacks. That ties him first in the NFL. And he has 5 game-winning drives. Russell Wilson has played in 13 playoff games, and only 1 loss that he's had has been by more than 1 possession.
They would be nothing without Russell Wilson. I don't know if there's a guy in the NFL that creates more offense for his football team than Russell Wilson.
Let's be very, very clear. They haven't given him much to work with offensively. This man has had to carry this franchise on his back.
Wilson likes to throw to big target. Here's Baldwin, smaller target. Ducks it for the touchdown. 5 years in Detroit with the Lions.
Hit him in the middle.
But the Broncos defense held him to just 3. It's 5-0 later in the first quarter when that's done.
There with Robinson in front of him. Play fake. Wilson, plenty of time. Finds an opening. Sidney Rice. Empty backfield. Wilson throws to the end zone. It is Metcalf. Second down at 14. This one to the sideline. What a throw and catch. Play fake by Wilson as time. Here. Play fake by Wilson as time. Puts it up deep. David Moore. Touchdown. Wilson. The flag, and it's caught. Wide open. It's Moore. Makes the throw. Flag is down. Wilson getting away from danger, and the pass is going to be caught. It's picked up. Wilson going for it all. He's got it. Moore.
Him in their nickel defense instead of their starting defense earlier in the game, and even fights through a little bit of a hole.
Spins away again. Got away from Lamar Houston. Gets back up. Can't bring him down. He's got the first down.
Russell Wilson, I mean, football team than any other quarterback in the sport. I mean, that's where Russell Wilson's amazing.
Surveys, nowhere to go, and back in the end zone. Touchdown!
It's the stuff he does to create plays for this offense. He accounted for 95% of the yards.
If you'd have told me that his speed and body could fit that.
You know, whenever they need a big play, it's always predicated on Russell Wilson making it happen, whether it's scrambling, a designed run, big-time passes.
First quarterback in the history has ever won more than...
Opportunistic. Wilson, deep ball, some separation. Lunging grab. Against this quarterback because he throws well on the run from all different body angles.
And with that guy behind center, 2 minutes to go in a game, I don't know if I bet on anybody else, Coach.
Russell Wilson is spectacular as far as I'm concerned. He's a big-time football player. I got a lot of love for him. He's been worthy of MVP considerations at least a couple of times in his career.
Again, a bootleg. Step and fire. Wilson, separation, touchdown, Rice.
Russell Wilson, big on third downs early in his career, to a legitimately great quarterback by now he's 30 years old.
Watch a losing effort. Well, how about this? The circus catch. 7 years after David's Ferry building, Jermaine Kearse does this, Michael Irvin.
And you just knew right here, wow, things are going with Seattle's.
The interesting part is, Ryan, they haven't done that when it comes to that offensive line of his, because clearly they haven't invested enough in that offensive line. They haven't been the same since they lost Unger, Max Unger, a few years ago.
Was there in the Pacific Northwest, maybe Russell Wilson isn't mentioned in that conversation. Of course,
I think if I had to pick 5 quarterbacks out of 32, I will take Russ as one of my top 5.